Hey everyone across the multiverse. In this video, we are going to do something that is probably not done by a lot of people on YouTube right now because a very new topic. And basically the topic is, can Gojo basically stop the alien invasion that happened in Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo? Now you guys might be thinking this is too early, but we have some amount of statements that make us we can calculate if Gojo can stop it or not. Obviously this will be a theory because in the end we have not really seen how strong they are, but obviously in future we will, and I will make another video, probably an update video of this, and if I am right in this one I will mention how I am right and where I was wrong, and if I am completely wrong I will probably make I will update it and will make what will happen obviously. So let's get started. Okay, so I don't really think I have to discuss how strong Gojo is, as everyone knows he is probably the strongest character in the entire series and only rivaled by Ryomen Sukuna in Megumi's body. Even though a lot of people say he is also rivaled by Sukuna in Hayanera's body, and I do agree he kind of is equal in power, but I don't think the fight will go as it did in Gojo versus Sukuna in Megumi's body. But anyway, so Gojo is one of the strongest character in the entire series, and we seen how strong is he. One of the things that make him the strongest character in the entire series is basically two things. First is domain, which is basically an insta kill. You can't survive that unless Gojo wants you to survive it. And another thing is basically what I mean by he wants you to survive it, like in the case of Jogo, where he didn't just kill him and he basically let him live to get intel on the enemy. And in another case you will always die because if you are a human your brain will explode, and if you are a spirit your brain will also probably explode. If not explode, it will probably explode at some point, but Gojo can obviously easily just hit multiple purples and one shot you actually. But anyway, so one of his domain is his strongest ability, but one ability that makes him even stand against characters who are way above him in strength and everything, like out non-enemy characters. Non-enemy characters, I don't mean non-other enemy characters, I mean every character outside of Jujutsu Kaisen, basically cross-fiction, which is his infinity. What is infinity? Infinity is basically an ability that allows Gojo to not get hit because there is an infinite distance between Gojo and his enemy. The only way to basically bypass it to be is either be infinitely in speed, you have to be infinite in speed, so or hit an attack that can travel in infinite in speed, only then you can hit Gojo, or otherwise you have to cut space like Sukuna did. Now the only way to hit Gojo is basically travel infinite in speed or cut space, which only in JJK we have only and yeah, also there is another basically ability, which is an ability where you can basically bypass techniques. Now there was infinite spirit of heaven. I am not sure if that was the name, but something like that, and Toji had it and he basically used it to bypass Gojo's technique, which when Gojo revived he basically destroyed all of them in I think entire Japan, maybe probably entire the world, we are not sure, but we never saw it again because Gojo destroyed as many as there were basically. Yeah, I think Angel's technique probably can also stop Gojo's infinity, but it's probably a bit something complex, it might be able to stop, but then again you need something what do we call it, it will be probably useful if there are many people, multiple people fighting Gojo at once, but in other cases it will be probably not be as useful because Gojo will be himself without technique itself is almost unbeatable itself with his reverse technique and speed and all of that stuff. Now with space cut, only Sukuna has shown the ability to cut spaces, and in terms of speed there is no one who we have seen which can basically move in infinite speed in Jujutsu Kaisen. So now why do I think right now at least Gojo easily wins against the alien invasion? The reason is because the reason is that alien invasion, the 50,000 aliens were said to be equal to Ryomen Sukuna. Now we already know how Gojo is basically at least equal to stronger. If let's say we get slightly weaker, it does not really matter, because in the end, even if they are equal to Gojo, or Sukuna, they won't be able to bypass Gojo's technique. The only way to bypass is through domain also, since it basically bypasses the techniques. But then again, I don't think so there is any one alien will be able to override Gojo's domain. He will obviously lose, and I don't think so you can casually do anything about it. Yeah, the only way basically they have some chances that they basically open a domain, they have like the open domains, and then they basically do what Sukuna did. But even then, Gojo have already plans for that where you can't basically defeat him. So in simple words, the reason why I don't think Gojo will be able to Gojo will lose in to alien invasion is the reason is because they have no way to hurt him. Like the only way is basically to cut space. We don't know if they have this ability. The domain, probably they have a lot of them will be have like the domain, but obviously they will lose in domain battles because Gojo's domain is like peak of sorcery, and I would be surprised if Gojo somehow would have learned like open domain and able to go toe-to-toe, because obviously while fighting Sukuna he didn't really have much time. But if he somehow survived after that, he would have probably learned the ability at least to just to make sure that in case there is a character who can open an open domain, he can basically go toe-to-toe with him without any problem. So I don't think so they will be able to beat him in hand-to-hand well, because Infinity Hand is speed, all of that stuff. In domain you can't defeat Gojo because he is the peak of sorcery, and he also have teleport ability and flying ability where he can fly. So I do think even if it was an army, Gojo would have like just fly up and shot hollow purples and stuff, and probably would have murdered. And like he did to Cursed Spirit, obviously the 50k alien invasion, all of them are equal to Ryomen Sukuna, so that means that most of them won't really be like, there will probably like one at the strongest would be probably at Yuta level, and we know how Gojo can easily one shot anyone even at Yuta's level. The only one that gave an even chance against Gojo is someone at Ryomen Sukuna level, and we know none of them are, because it said that all of them, 50,000 of them are equal to Ryomen Sukuna. What does it mean? That it means that if we combine the strength of 50,000 like aliens, then they will be able to stand a chance against like Gojo, because all of them at once are equal to Gojo, Ryomen Sukuna, sorry, which means they are kind of equal to around the Gojo's level. And obviously none of them individually are, even though there is a like in the new second chapter leaks, it said that this one character is close to Ryomen Sukuna level, which I doubt, because in the first chapter it said all the 50,000k like aliens are equal to Ryomen Sukuna and are equal to, by what I mean equal to, it means threat level, so they are equal amount of threat to Earth basically. So I don't think so that one guy is equal to like Ryomen Sukuna, and I would be very disappointed if he is, because Gojo and Sukuna were said to be like the peak of sorcery, and even after 1,000 to 1,000 of years there was no one that even came close, like not even like someone who could stand a chance against them. They could one shot any character, even the strongest of strongest we saw other than both of them. So yeah, so I do think Gojo will easily be able to defeat all of them, unless they can introduce some stuff like which makes us believe that they can surpass Gojo with some technique, like let's say the strongest is somehow equal to Gojo and he has like the bypassing technique or something like that. Then I think that will be possible that he might be able to win against them, but I doubt any character as strong as Gojo Sukuna will come, and I hope does not, because there is no one that can stop him, stop them in the first place and stop him in the first place, and it will also kind of break the whole purpose of the first story. So yeah, if you like this video, please make sure to subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon, and please like this video, and let's in the comment down let me know what type of video you want me to make next. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.